So you've read the title and you know what this video is about. Before I get into the box, I just want to say a huge thank you again to my favourite Watcho Shoppo. And so God, it's so late, and yeah, and I just want to crack on with this video. Anyway, guys, watcho.co.uk. Thanks again, guys, for doing a great deal, and it was quite funny because I actually purchased this while I was travelling back from Switzerland going through France. And I must say that's a really nice card. So they give me a couple of years of warranty. I only say a big thank you because you guys really do an excellent service. And as I said, I was going to come up in October, but plans changed and I went to Switzerland. So maybe we do a rain check and look at November, and I shall come and see you guys and do some filming because I need some content, and yeah, I'll just give you some free advertising. How's that? That's a good deal. I need to sort of start off with the Rangeman because this is where it all started to go wrong. I had quite a few comments with regards to the Rangeman saying that I should try the Fenix as it's a much better GPS watch. So yes, I went out and bought the 5X Plus, and I'm very, very impressed with this watch. It was just perfect, actually. You don't need to carry any device with you, and it has all the points of interest. It has all the mapping in there. I'm not so much into the fitness side with the heart rate monitor and so on, but it's all good to have. And as you know, I'm really into my G-Shock, so I had to sort of go for the Rangeman. I do use it, and I do use the GPS quite a lot, especially for the altimeter side, and I like to have the point bearings. It's always handy to have. Being solar powered, you know it's always going to be ready for action. The Fenix, they need a little bit more of sort of care. You need to have them plugged in and keep them topped up, and depending on what you're actually using, battery can be sort of drained quicker, but it's still a heavy watch and still a big size. So then I went for the Instinct. Now the Instinct is sort of, to me, a mix of the Garmin and the G-Shock. It's definitely a very tough watch indeed. I really do use this one, and it's still in great condition, and because of its size and the lightness, Mrs. Rangeman likes to enjoy this as well. I can certainly keep track of her, that's for sure. Now, if you're in the market and you're not sure which GPS watch to buy, I would just go for... Now, that's the question I can't answer. So I'm hoping this video will just give you enough information so that you can decide on your own, because I'm not you and I don't know what activities you need. The Rangeman is an incredible watch. It is a powerhouse when it comes to the GPS side, but it's very basic, and so it's basically just a survival watch. Now, if you're wanting more accuracy and more pinpoint sort of turn by turn, especially with the backtracking side, the Garmin's are a no-brainer. The Fenix 5X Plus, as you see in front of me, this has all the maps included and has points of interest, so it makes it basically just a very usable, friendly GPS watch, and you don't need any apps from a device connected. The Instinct is very much in between. You still need a device to program it, but it's also very, very good with the backtracking and all the other sort of features. It's a little bit limited, but it is right smack in the middle. The price is the cheapest of all of them. It's basically between the 5X Plus and the Rangeman. These are on par with prices, so it is down to your choice. Now, I've had the Fenix 5X Plus for 7 months. but I've actually haven't been using it for this period. The thing is, I gave this watch to my father, and as soon as he pressed the navigation and found that it has the golf on it, I've sort of lost it. He absolutely adores this watch, especially with the golfing, and he does hiking and he does his walks as well, so this is just absolutely perfect for him. He don't have to carry his phone with him. I have lost this 5X Plus, and this is the reason why I've got the Fenix 6, and this is the Pro. So let's just get on with it. Let's get into the box and open it, and smells lovely. That's what's inside. A little bit of foam padding in there. It's very much like the other one, and here it is. I haven't seen it, so this is all new to me, and it's got a little sticker on there. Let's sort of yeah, oh, okay, it comes out like that, and oh, nice bit of strapping, and right, so I'll come back to that in a minute. Right, what's in the box? Oh, there's a cable. Child games, isn't it, trying to get them matching up the squares with the triangles. Anyway, there's the cable, seeing what that looks like. Okay, more things in here. Oh, we got the good old instructions. That's the way you get in. Oh, it's a bit like an escape room, isn't it? Right, so I don't need that. Right, so what do we have? Fenix series thing, a bit of information. Well, you know, I'm just going to rewrite this like I did with the Fenix 5X Plus and make it more usable. They're okay, these books, you know, but you know, if you want to learn different languages, it's all very well, but the thing is, I find them a bit like and what's this? This is like a confusing book. It's warranty. It's too much information. I'm not really interested. I want to know what this is like compared to the Fenix 5X Plus. That's what I need. Oh, look, my thumb fits perfectly in there, and if you open it up really slowly, look, you get Garmin, but when you close it really quickly, you get a really, like a bellow, and that would be perfect for starting up my barbecue. So I'm not going to throw this box away. I'm actually going to keep it. I have to wait till next year though, because summer's like finished now. Let's have a really good close look and compare it to the old one. So this is the Fenix 5XC. No, what is it? No, it is. Now that is what's so confusing. When you look on the website, there is so many variations of this. I can only tell you what I've got here. This is the Fenix 6 Pro. It is smaller than the Big X Plus. There is quite a noticeable difference there. This one is 47 millimeters, and this one is, let's have a quick measurement here. Look, I've got the old-fashioned tape measure. Yeah, so that's measuring over 5 feet. So there is a big difference. What's the difference like on the weight? I've got to say, I can't actually feel any difference at all. Now this one is coming at 83 grams, and this one is a whopping huge mungus 86 grams. So really isn't much in it. This is smaller, yet it's only 3 grams lighter. That must be something to do with a heavier battery. Now let's do a quick rundown of what they have. The 5X Plus is with sapphire. This one has Gorilla 3 glass. Now there is an option to have sapphire, but I decided to go for the Gorilla glass. Reason being is because there's a bit of a pro and con with regards to sapphire. Yep, scratch resistant, but then if you hit them hard enough, they shatter into lots of little pieces. On the Gorilla Glass, if you really do knock it, you know what it's like on your iPhone. It's just going to crack, so it just holds its sort of, it doesn't have all the crumbs going anywhere. So there is that side. Okay, they're both DLC coated. They're both fiber reinforced polymer. The 5X Plus looks massive, looks really thick, but there's only a millimeter difference. The new one, the 6 Pro, is 14.7, while this one is 15.8. But I have to say, it looks bigger. It looks at least 3 feet difference between them. Yes, I know, I'm exaggerating. The display on this one, this is 30.4 millimeters. This is 33 millimeters. Pixels on this one is 260 by 260. This is 240 by 240. We have 12 days of smart use on the 5X Plus. When I hold it to the camera, you know which one I'm talking about. This one has 14 days. The GPS on this is 36 hours over 18 hours. And on Ultra Track, this one is 42 hours, and this one is now 72 hours. 16 gigabytes of memory, 32 gigabytes of memory, 2,000 songs it can store. This one does 1,000, that's not enough. Right, so that's that one done. So all the other, this is just the main points. Now this has ski resorts. It has expedition GPS activity, whatever that means. Has a battery monitor, very, very useful. Has live event sharing, don't know what that is, but I may cover that. And then it has a battery saver. Sounds very interesting. So I've had a really good look at the 6 behind the camera, so I can really get to see all the details, so I can really give you a good comparison. It's every panel on the 6 is completely different. Now remember, I can only compare this with the 5X Plus. There was a bigger version coming from the 6, so whether these dimensions will match with the bigger version, that's something you need to find out for yourself. Big difference is the buttons. The 6 are smaller, or than the 5X Plus. Another big difference is when you push the button on the 5X Plus, and because I can now compare them, this feels like it's a little bit spongy on the 6. Listen to this. Has a nice firm click. There's no sponginess at all. It's very firm indeed. If I didn't have the 5X Plus to compare to the 6, I would say that these buttons feel really, really good indeed. But I think I've just been spoilt. So is that a better thing? I've got to say the 6 feels better on the buttons. I have to say. I did say. Okay, let's go to the sensor side. You can probably just see that straight away. On the 6, it's got 2 sensors or 2 inlets, and this has got the single. Why have they done that? I did receive a few messages saying that if these are blocked with water, mind you, these are 100 meter water resistant, just to mention, can that throw the barometric pressure sensor off? Well, unless it's completely sealed with glue, no. The air pressure is still going to be the same. It's not going to have that effect, and I can't imagine Garmin cocking that side up. So next is the lugs. Quite a difference there with the design. This is more recessed and could have cleaned it. Okay, but we just keep it rolling. And here there is a little hex head screw going through as the spring pin. So what is happening on there? This has the quick release still, nice and easy. That looks about the sort of same. Let's just remove those. I just want to look at the pins there. Look, on the 5X Plus, these look like a solid thing, you can't remove. And this actually does have proper spring bars inside. What could you use that for? What would be the benefit for that? Possibly for NATOs, you could probably get thinner pins. Is that an idea? Like detailing. So on this side, because I like my bit of detailing, there is a serial number of some kind. And if I rotate it around, there is Taiwan with a picture of a dustbin, so don't put it in a dustbin because it has a little cross, and CE. And while we're on the back, we have Fenix 6. So it has 4 sensors in a row, opposed to on the 5X Plus. There's a charging port. That is the same. You have some information here, say King Kong glass with some 100 meters and 316 SS stainless steel. Doesn't say 316L, but I guess that is how it is. And you've got some torque heads here. There's a lot more neatness there. It has a bit more smoothness. Right, I'm going to talk about design, not the size, because I find in lots of things completely different. Look, the lug width on the 5X Plus is a lot thicker, so let's just not go there. The 6 is a smaller watch. Let's have a look at the screws. You can see there's a bit of a raised bit there on the bezel. The screws are more raised on the 6 as opposed on the 5X, it's more recessed. On the bezel on the 6, the brushing is going outwards or coming inwards, but you can see the effect there, and it sort of has, I don't know, it sort of has a sort of a titanium sort of finish, whereas on the 5X Plus it has a circular finishing or brushed finish, giving it the appearance that it's more glossy. So without the straps I can really show you the thickness there, and I have to say that the 5X Plus really does feel many more millimeters thicker. It's a really odd illusion. Now with the straps removed, which one feels heavier? And I still got to say they both just feel the same. So the 5 has 26, the 6 has a 22. Now this is really doing my head in, trying to remember all these numbers. On the 5 it has this sort of ridge, on the 6 it has this sort of recess. How does that feel? Yeah, there's a vast improvement on that, but the actual mechanism or the actual system is the same. The strap design is completely different. This has some texture and it has these ribs here. You can actually see how this has worn inside. It looks pretty much the same. There's a bit more depth on that side. And there's the buckles, and I shall let you decide whether they are different shaped. To me, yes they are. It has this little bit here, whereas this one doesn't. They both have the little screw there for removing them. This has a little, it's like a little ridge there. This has a little bit more of a curvature here. This is more square, but the rest all seems to be pretty the same. Action! Get one time only to do this. Oh, the satisfaction of waxing. 6 does have some kind of little coating on there. It is a lot less glossy. You can see it's really obvious that the 6 is just got a bigger display. I do like this, I've got to say, really point it out. I've got to say, I'm going to keep saying this. That ring there is very fine indeed. This does have a big thick bezel, and so there is a really big difference. So I'll tell you what, I have made a little gadget so I can really test this out. You won't believe how simple this is. And I did get inspired by a subscriber. I'm sorry, I can't find your name, but if you're watching and you see this, you'll go, oh yeah, I remember that. So I've got a very crude bit of plastic, and if I lay that over the top, I've drawn the complete circle. I might have actually gone a little bit bigger. Anyway, so if I put that over the 6, you'll get an idea if it's, yes it is, look, it's sticking up. Quite a bit as well. That goes all the way around. Look at that. So there is, that is, I tell you what, that is what you're really going for as well, isn't it? The bigger screen. That is really nice. Is that retina quality? If you compare it to this one. It's actually, you can actually see the pixels on that one. This one very, very smooth indeed. Let's press yes. Let's connect it. Yeah, should we do that? Oh, fancy. Really nice. Really like that. So let's connect it then. Let's do it. So Garmin Connect. I've already got my other Garmin's on there, so I'm trying to avoid the glare. You go to Roger More down the bottom there, and you have this screen. You scroll down and you have Garmin device there. It should load up my Instinct. There's my 5X Plus, and at the bottom you can't really read that. It does say add device. There you can see it there, and already connect to the 6 Pro. There it is, connect, and let's see what we've gone. So it wants me to put a pairing code in. So there it is, quite an easy number. So doing this all behind the viewfinder. I'm going to do it sort of live, and this is how I want. If you're bored, you can always go to bed early, but I am excited. I want to know how all this works. Oh, we got the connected app there. Pair your Fenix, right? Set the scene to take priority. Yeah, let's make it priority. This could be my favourite. I really do like the big screen. That's really a really good selling point to me. Now, I wouldn't have bought this, actually. To be honest, I wouldn't have bought it, and because I'm very happy with the 5X Plus, but because my dad actually loved the golfing side so much. It has all the golf courses all programmed in, so, and he plays a lot of golf, and so how can I take it off him? So I just said, you know what, have it, take it. It's a little present. Thanks for putting up with me all these years. It's only a little present. So anyway, he's so happy. I should really follow him around a golf course. That'd be cool. Okay, so connect. Would you like to access your calendar? No, I don't want calendar stuff. Garmin mobile needs access to a location. Yes, I sure do need that. So God knows what's coming up here. Connect. Yeah, location while using. Is it all the time? Look, while using, always. Do I just while using the app, I guess. Is that enough? So go back up here. Yeah, next is there. How much calories? Ooh, I don't want to really set any of that up just at the moment. Want to receive notification? No, I'm not going to have any notifications. I'm not going to use it like this. I find having notifications going through your wrist is quite annoying, especially with the amount of messages I have. Sync now. So it's doing this. Just trying to get that a little bit more into view. I like the graphic design on that. It's really, it's sort of, and then it does this freak out, spin out. So how long this is going to take, I'm not too sure. Quickly, by the looks of it, and we are finished. So congratulations on your new Fenix 6 Plus. I've got music, I've got Wi-Fi, and Connect IQ. I don't know what this is. Do I press start? Set up music. I'm not going to really use the music. Do I need Wi-Fi? Do I need it connecting to the Wi-Fi? Or I'll just do it all through the app. Just probably drains more on the battery. Set up live track. This is all things I'm going to have to tear down and make the following sort of video. Now let's get a bit of close up on this, and yeah, so that's your, what is that? Is that really 4 minutes past 2 in the morning barometer? 69 meters. Interesting. HL, what's that mean? What does it mean? Height? Not sure what that means. I have to come back to that. So the bat is 10 days, 10 Ds, can understand that. Heart rate monitor is all there. On the 5X Plus, Garmin is at the 6 o'clock position, and it's very proud indeed. Whereas on the 6, it is very discreetly hidden within the markers on the chapter ring. Now I've discovered what this means now. Anyway, I thought let's have a look at some of the other watch faces. So there is the one I've kicked off with. That's what came with it first of all, and you have this one here, so it's an analog version. I'm just going to go through like so. That's quite nice. Oh, I like that. That's like on my Instinct. And then you have your 3 sort of sub-dials, very basic, and very basic analog as well. A couple of sub-dials. And you can add a new one. So yes, you can do exactly what you can do on the 5X Plus and upload new watch faces. Now the Fenix 6 has been fully loaded and synced to my device, I'm now going to do a startup test. So 3, 2, 1. And who is going to be the fastest? There's a lot of reflection on that 5X Plus. So 5 is winning. Loading maps. And the 5X Plus is faster. So the next part of the video, I just want to quickly go through some of the features that are a little bit different. So I'm not going to cover everything, but I thought I will kick off with the main sort of menu and show you what that looks like. Now on the 6, it's showing the percentage and 14-day of battery reserve. On this one, it just has the percentage. Notice that the battery is bigger on the 6 compared to the 5. So they're both the same there. So scrolling down, you have the clock, history, and this is where it gets interesting. From history on the 5, it goes to settings, whereas on this one, on the 6, it has the little gear there, so when you scroll down, it automatically opens that sub-menu. So you have it like so. And one big feature, you've probably seen it already, or noticed it, that there is some pictures on the side there, so you know what each sort of menu is up to, or what its in-halt is, especially with regards to widgets and controls. If you're like me, I do get confused which is which, so being that with the dots there, I know it's operated through this button here, and when I scroll down, the controls, we know that's the one with the light, with the long press on the lights, and that gives you that control. So I really do like that upgrade. So moving down, it's pretty much the same. So I'll just go through quickly like so, so you just get a good idea. As I've just mentioned control and widgets, I thought I'd kick off with this one first. So with control, it's long press on the light button, and that goes for both of them, and there is the difference. Notice this has a rounded edge, this is now square, the icons are a little bit smaller, and this one here is thinner on the 6. Now going through the different options there, I feel like the 6 is just that little bit smoother. The 5 has this sort of jump, it sort of jumps, it's not a jerk, it's just, it has that flip, where this just moves with that smoothness. You can notice that right there. I like to show just a few of the differences in control, and one of them is the stopwatch. So there is that one, and they are both in green. So let me open the one on the 5 first. That is what you see with the lap showing, whereas on the 6 it's completely different. It's much more sort of sterile. Plus I like how it has the start up there, and when you press the start you get the lap appear at the bottom, so you know which button does which, should I say. And there we have it on the 5X Plus, and I can just lap like so, and you can just go on and on with the laps, and then you can just scroll down like so. On this one does it slightly different, so you take your lap and then it comes up like so. You press it again, it will do the third one. It's moved the time up now and shrunk it a little bit, and then you can have up to 4 lap times as opposed to 3. So it's just boost it up, just making a profit from that larger screen. Then a matter of pressing stop, and then you have it like so. So this one's coming up with resume, done, and review and reset. This one has now options. You can reset it, or you can go to options. So now it's written done, review and save activity, and if you go back it just takes you like so, and then it's just a matter of reset. I just want to point out, if you weren't sure, and it does it for both of them, so if you started the stopwatch and if you wanted to go back and you press lap the once, then yeah, it's just going to give you laps. But if you set it up with the hotkey that it takes you to the watch face with a long press, it takes you back like so. From stopwatch, I thought I would show you, because this has a big difference. This is the timer, so let's just select that. It's the same icon, there it is in red. On the 5 it says timer, on the 6 it says timers. Now let me show you this. Completely different screens. This one's come up with the adjustment already, whereas this one has either straight away start the timer, or you can go back and adjust it like so. And what's the other one? And then you have reset, or you can have it with the restart, so it's like a repeat, and then you can have the vibe and sound. On the 6 is very different, so we'll just stick it with 10 minutes, and then you get this screen. It's very similar to sort of like how the stopwatch is. It's giving you the start, and it's coming up with the option there with the center button. When you press start, it comes up with reset straight away underneath, and yes, it does work. 57, and then zeros back out. So you stop, you can reset that. But you have another option, save the timer. Now this is interesting. The 5X doesn't have this, so let's just save the timer just to give you an idea. Now if I go back to options, you can see I have the same sort of menu there which you've just seen. But if I go back and then go back again, you'll see something very different. I now have a quick timer. So here I can just, maybe I want to have it so it's time to boil an egg. So I have quick timer set like so. Now if I go back, see that's my first timer. I now can add another timer. So if that was 10 minutes, we want one, say maybe for 15 minutes, like so. And if I go back, I can go and add another timer. Well, you are picking this up, I'm sure you are. So let's just save that and just come back out. So you select your timers, so you can either have your quick timer, you can opt your 10 minutes, and look, all ready to go. I thought that was a really good software update. From timers, I'm now going to take you to a very new one, and this is called the battery saver. Now at the moment, fully charged battery, I have 14 days. It is turned off. Now when I switch this on, and I can switch it on in this menu, note that the phone, these two icons here, will switch off. And will also turn off all the GPS and all the Bluetooth. I even don't get a backlight. Now it's increased to 46 days. So if I just come out of that, you can see I've now got a different screen. It's taken all the animation away. That is really cool. So I'll just go back in and then turn that on. And then this is flashing, so it wants to connect to my phone. And now I have the backlight, so when I go back, it's back in that display there. I thought that was really good. Next, I like to cover the widgets. So I shall start on the 5X Plus. So it's just a quick press, and this isn't connected, so because I've got the 6 connected. So first off, you've got the barometer, and you can adjust these accordingly to how you like. On the 6, this is a killer for me. This is really good. And so let's just go in. Now I'm done this in a certain way where it's reversed, so let me just go back. So when I press the center, it's going to start off with my ABCs. Now if I push the bottom one, it's going to start off with the heart rate and so on. So I just wanted to show you that so you know what's happening. So I push there, and already you actually get a little bit of the information without it opening up. So the altimeter has actually shown you the graph here, and if I go up, barometer is the same. You get your pressure reading, and then it starts to draw the graph. Next is the compass, and yes, the compass is actually working, so I don't need to really open it up. And then you have the heart rate. I've got these both turned off, and then you've got the pulse there with the oxygen. So if I wanted to quickly go to the heart rate, then I just push the bottom, and there it's taken me to that side. So when I go back, I push the middle, it goes to the altimeter. So maybe that's a little tip, and you can also do that on the 5X Plus. So what does the altimeter side look like, and what does it look like on this one? Let's have a look. Flipping through, and there, that's the difference. And they are both the same given the last 4 hours. You can't adjust that. And yes, this is in feet and this is in meters, so that's what you get. I must say that when that's off, that is so vivid that you don't really, it's I gotta say, it is brilliant in low light. Probably would be different if this had AR coating. Anyway, let's just carry on. So this is a widget that's been added, I believe. Have I done barometer? No. So if I come out of there, and there is the barometer, so you see the graph. Let's open that up, and there is the difference. See that little line there? That means that there is another menu. So pushing that, I have the calibration and so on. So that's the same, identical to the Fenix 5X Plus. There is no difference there, but I do like that it has this sort of option there. So if I come back out there, and if I go to altimeter, I'll show you again, and there, your little icon, and then you can just push that and then have some options. Now I want to do the weather. The weather's really good. So open this, and now it's showing me with an arrow there. I think that's a loads and loads of information there. Really good. So going down, I get the hourly forecast with the participation of what it's going to do. And yes, look at it. Look at it rain every hour. And also it's raining every single day almost, with some sunshine and some thunderstorms. So that is the weather here in England at the moment. One of my favorite widgets is the compass. Now this one is showing you the ABC. This has just got the compass like so, but with a press of a long press I can add a widget. So let's go for it. There it is, straight up. Press the plus and I have the ABC. So if I press that, I now get the same. I'll get my altitude, altimeter, I've get the compass bearing, and I get the difference there in the weather, whether it's going up or down. So it's basically the same there. Only big difference is that now I get all my degrees on the outside edge. It's really taken advantage of that bigger screen. But what I really want to show you now, if I just go back to the standard compass there, so it's just very basic like this, just has the degrees. Now this one doesn't do this at all. So if I come to this one here, I can select just the very basic compass. Look at that, that's the difference. This looks really, really much more professional. Now this is it, that's all that Fenix 5X can do. It just does the compass like that. Whereas this, you ready to wet your knickers? Because I did. You press there and you can lock the heading. So you press there and now watch this. It says set up here, so you choose the direction you want it to point to, you press set, and now you have this difference. It even gives you the indication there, so if you go over, the arrow swaps, and now you have this red part here. Look, it's showing you how much you're going out. Look, you can go backwards. So what you could do is take the straps off and reverse it and wear the watch like this, so you could actually head back in the same direction as an idea. I thought that was so cool. That is brilliant. And then you just press the GPS button there, or the start light, and then it comes up with unlock heading, and then you just come back like so. I thought that was brilliant, and I also like how it is just there. Look, just having it perfect. Really impressed with that. Did I say I was impressed? I was really impressed. Oh, go on then. Do a wristwatch wristwatch check. A wristwatch check. And here it is on the wrist. That is the 5, and that is the 6, and there is the difference. How about that? What are you liking? I really do like this strap. I think it's very cool. But then again, I like the smoothness on the 5X. So there we have it. Both in shot. And this is my hand, by the way. No, it's not. Right, this is driving me mad. I've been spinning these here now for about half an hour maybe. Possibly an hour. No, it's 3 o'clock now in the morning. I'm going slightly mad, and the reason why is because there's a lot of like little things to think about. The Instinct, if you want the maps, it's not for you. Same with the Rangeman, it's not for you. I think you got to be a die-hard G-Shock fan. Get one of those. Okay, you got to really like it. You got to really understand G-Shocks. What is the state of play I have? Right, first one, and the big one, the major one, is that this is my dad's watch. I gave it to him and he loves it. I know you're watching this video, so hi Dad. Now you've seen the 6 and you've seen that bigger, clearer display, and I know what you can say. I'm getting old. I need the bigger display. I think that would be the main reason why you would do that. The other reason is because the size. You probably prefer the size with the bigger screen. Yeah. Smaller screen, bigger watch. Sapphire crystal though. Sapphire. Yeah, look at the putting mark. Oh, have you been teeing off with this? It's a big watch, it's strong, and it's got the sapphire, okay? This has got Gorilla Glass 3, so I wonder how scratch resistant that is. I bought this to replace it because I really got used to that. I got used to it because it's just everything you need on the wrist, okay? So it has it all. Next question, you got the 5X Plus, and you haven't seen that, nothing in shot. I'll put that, I'm going to do a little size comparison now. There's the difference. So you've got the new Arnie, and you've got, see, that's what making this 6 more pleasing, because it's more sort of, it's smaller than this. It is a big watch. Smaller watch, bigger screen. It's a smaller watch, bigger screen, better quality on the screen. That extra, what is it, 20 by 20 makes a big difference, huge difference. For me, the screen is the first thing, the size is the third, the thickness, definitely. The design, no, I think they're both the same. Weight, both the same, can't tell the 3 grams difference. Smart watch use, so you've got 14 days or you've got 12 days. I don't think that's really too much to get into. Big difference on the GPS, 18 hours, 36 hours. It's a lot, isn't it? Ultra Track, I have never used Ultra Track, so I might have to test that. And 42 hours and 72 hours. Then it's the memory, the internal memory. It's all about the music, isn't it? Storing 1,000 songs or 2,000 songs. 2,000 songs. This is good if you've got a lot of Pink Floyd. Ski resorts. Coming into skiing season now, aren't we? Well, pretty soon. And so, that's good, isn't it? Quite handy. Battery monitor is really good. Power battery saver. I think that's a good thing to have. But for me, the 3 main features is the size, compactness, how they've made it smaller with a bigger screen. If you're in the market, go straight for the 6. There you go, I'm giving you good advice there. Go for that. If you've already got this, you know that you're going to sell this on the secondary market, you're going to lose a bit of money from your new price. So remember that. Could be a couple of £100. You still got to put more money towards getting that. Is that a fair enough swap for you? Can you justify that? Both fantastic watches. So it is really a choice for you. All I can do is you can just wait for the second part of the video. I'm going to go through this a bit more professionally, more edited, I would say, a little bit more scripted. I'm going to write the out-of-the-box instructions and of course put that as a free link. Someone said I should charge 50p a download. I don't know, it's my choice. That's what I've done. I'm just going to keep it free. Wow, what would you do? Come on, fill the comment section and tell me what is it? What would you do? Now if you're in the market, where would you go? These are cheaper new. They've come down a little bit. I think this is priced at a good price. $599. It's actually still cheaper than a Rangeman. But the Rangemans are still really good on the secondary market. They're still really strong. They're not losing as much as these, but then really you buy this and you keep it. You keep it for a very long time. Anyway, that's it. I'm out of here. I'm done, and I will be back. And like an Arnie. That's the times. That's the times. So that's my bedtime. As always, thanks for watching. Cheers. So where do I begin with this video? Well, basically it's just going to be a quick look and a little bit of the unboxing. Well, mainly the unboxing.